Welcome back to another Planet Zoo video. Thank you so much for joining me here the day after Christmas. I hope you guys had a wonderful Christmas. I certainly did, and I'm grateful to be back home and being able to jump back in here to Planet Zoo. So let's go ahead and explore what we've done here. One of the things is we haven't had a video since the Arctic Pack came out. And so we introduced some new animals in this episode, and we'll definitely show some of that. But one of the things is this nice holiday tree. Wanted to get that in the park here for us for the Christmas season, and I think it frames the park quite nicely there in the front. So let's jump over here. Let's first adjust the time so everybody can see what's going on here. So we're going to work our way over here to the African area. So last episode, we built this African area. This episode, we've changed it, is the best way to describe it. So you can see already the train does not continue, and I think I just am going to make a decision that we're not going to have an operating train in this park. And I'm okay with that. And the reason for that is because of these buildings. I don't remember who I was watching, but they had like basically a place the animals could be taken during the night for safekeeping, and that's exactly what this is. So this one has two. So this is like the night place for the hyenas, places for them to sleep in there, and then this one is kind of like a play. If it gets cold outside, they could go in here. There's heaters in here, and the guests can interact with them, see them from that side, and then also another viewing platform for this side. So that's the hyenas one, or the hyena one. And then over here, the wildebeest and African buffalo got one. Also, so sorry for that, the camera movements there. But in this one, it has individual stalls for all the animals. Some over here. Oh, that one just did something funky. He's like, I don't like that. But one of the things this presented is, well, in all my exhibits so far, is there's no way for the animals to be taken out of the exhibit, and like to go to the hospital or something along that line. So that's what I included. I included a door here that they could come and be loaded onto a truck and taken to the animal hospital. But then they could close this at night and clean the exhibit. So that's the two that I added over here into the African area. So let's kind of work our way here, zooming back out. So not a whole lot of work on these buildings. Still need to add like the air ducts into this building. But this is kind of be like the African backstage is what this is going to be. Eventually this building, next episode, this building right here will be gone. And then the African dogs are just going to keep that natural hut, and we'll figure out how to blend it in here. The lions are going to get one also right here. This building is going to be turned into the lion exhibit, and then I'm not sure what to do with this area still working on it. But yeah, that's what's happened with the African area. The other big change, you can already see it, is over here in the North American area. So obviously wanted to implement some of the Arctic pack animals, and a lot of them fit into the African area. So what did we do? So this used to be a big exhibit right here for the buffalo and the pronghorns. You can see there's the pronghorn, there's the buffalo. So what I did is, you can see the fence right there and the fence right there. I basically split the exhibit in two and then built this humongous building back here for them to go to. So tore out this building, finished the rock work around here. Still need to do a little bit of fencing right here so the guests can't jump into it. But replace that with like a little pond. And basically everything else stayed the same. But what I added was this land bridge here to go over and into like a night enclosure for the buffalo and pronghorn. So you can see it's kind of that same concept as the African buffalo and the wildebeest, individual stalls for all the animals, and they could close this. They have food in here, be kept safe and away from the elements, and then also a garage door here that they could be removed from this exhibit. Um, so that was that side of it. And then on the other side so the other thing I had to do is adjust this. So I added some foliage here, added a nice little, I think this is a stag, yeah, a stag statue for them to go over. And then added this land bridge for reindeer. So this side of that exhibit is now the reindeer exhibit, and basically copied and pasted that exact same interior in here. So two identical buildings on both sides of this middle exhibit, which is probably by far my favorite exhibit in the entire park now. Let's see if we can, there they are, they're all sleeping on us. So this is where the Timberwolves got put. I have a little bit of work to do on it still, obviously because there's no roof on it, and this big bulb thing here sticking down. So let's just go in here. So this place is not finished at all, but what's going to be here is a fence that the Timberwolves couldn't get over here in case like they have this open unloading stuff. They could bring like a one in, unload it, and then bring the next one in. Is my thoughts on it. Not sure how it looks, but this one is a sliding gate in case they need to lock them in here during the night. We'll remove this huge piece of land right here and clean it up a little bit. Let's get out of this. You can kind of see the back part of it. This middle exhibit, it was the last one. Like the building was there, but the actual exhibit was the last one to be built. So still working on it. Back here will be a huge backstage area. Animal hospital will be put back here. So yeah, that's kind of where we're going with that. And you can see the remains of the old exhibits here. The brown or the black bears are gone, and then the Timberwolves obviously got moved exhibits. And trying to figure out how now to incorporate this. I'm not sure how to do it yet. Still working on it. What I actually might do is combine these two exhibits and bring the grizzlies over onto this side. And I'm not sure what else I'm going to do with it. I'm still working on it. But this is kind of what will be worked on next time. This exhibit right here. And then the lion house. Outside of that, I want to spend the rest of the video of what we're going to be doing here for the kind of foreseeable future, next couple episodes. So next episode, like I said, going to be building this, doing the lion exhibit, and then I think not sure what day, that's not, probably the 6th of January, to start off the new year, we are getting a new entrance to the park. Brand new redo of the park, and I'm super excited about this. So the main inspiration for it is going to be the Smithsonian Zoo in Washington, D.C. is going to be the main kind of inspiration for it. I can't remember what side it is. It's the one where the main street is, and there's like a huge crosswalk to go in, and it says zoo on it. So that is what is going to go here. And then the vet hospital is going to be demolished, and this hall is going to get reworked, and then not this exhibit, but these buildings are all going to get reworked, and the reptile house is going to be torn out and incorporated differently. Just a whole lot of different aspects of this entrance are going to get reworked. Um, just I don't like how compact it is. A lot of the elements might stay the same, but it is going to change, and I'm very excited to bring that to you guys. Um, After that, um, we'll finish up the African area with elephants and zebras and giraffes. And then to finish out this zoo is going to be a primate exhibit right here. And then this will just kind of be a nature walk for the rest of it. Maybe one more exhibit over here, not exactly sure. But we're getting pretty close. I'm hoping, my goal is to finish this up by end of January, mid-February, is my goal. And then starting in March, I'm going to do a different type of zoo. Not sure exactly. I've kind of got some thoughts on my mind, but that's where we're going to be going with it. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me on this journey. As I've learned Planet Zoo, I've definitely feel from building this exhibit to building this exhibit, I've definitely have learned a lot about the tools. I feel more confident in building different things, and so I'm excited for you guys to stay on this journey with me and to explore. Please subscribe and like if you are excited for what we have in store, and hopefully I can continue providing that content that you guys like. Anyway, until next time, we'll see you then.